There's a huge stigma, especially for first responders. So, you know, it comes down to who cares for the people that cares for everyone else.
New at 11 and only on 9 on your side, breaking down a stigma. A group of women who have lost their significant others is hoping to address the white elephant in the room.
They're bonded by circumstance, not by choice. Now their message is clear, addressing a different type of epidemic, PTSD in first responders.
9 on your side's Jake Ryle shares their story.
Pictures.
This is my husband, Mike, obviously.
Worth all the words.
This is our daughter, Madeline. This is our daughter, Macy.
To Kelly Preston.
Just his smile lit up the room. I mean, if you talk to anybody that he was around or he worked with, he could just go into a room and just own it.
Her husband, Mike Preston, with an impressive resume, a Marine veteran, 19 years with the Boone County Sheriff's Office and Newport Police Department, a SWAT sniper with a soft side.
Coached my girls' basketball teams. He was a T-ball dad. He used to say he was the best cheer dad out there, so he was at all the cheerleading competitions.
Kelly says it all changed 3 years ago.
He passed in January of 2016. It's been really difficult.
He committed suicide. It's been especially difficult for her 4 kids.
He just said, you know, I still don't understand why he did that. And that's a really hard question. You don't know how to tell someone that's 8 years old, explain, you know, the daddy had a brain injury basically, and that's why.
Mike suffered from post-traumatic stress disorder. Kelly says it stemmed from emergency calls as a first responder. Mike's brother, John, backs up that statement.
He had all the answers, right? He goes to someone's house, he's got the answers for all of these things, and then he's struggling, you know, and he doesn't have the answer.
Joe Terry knows too.
It's an unfortunate group to be a part of.
Her husband, Chip, a career firefighter with the Covington Fire Department.
He was a 26-year veteran. He retired as an assistant chief.
5 years after retiring, he attempted suicide, but then sought help. He turned to the University of Cincinnati psych ward.
Wasn't in the right place. I didn't know any better. You know, I'm just the wife. I'm following directions. I'm hopeful. I keep thinking about what the psychiatrist said, saying, you have a guardian angel, and I'm thinking, we got this. And I remember telling him, we got this, babe, we got this.
9 days after their 31st wedding anniversary,
he committed suicide, shot himself. Gone.
What's left?
Here I am, left with 6 kids and no husband. And I look back and I think every warning sign that's out there he had, and I didn't know it.
Their story's not alone. According to Blue Help, an organization that advocates for benefits for those suffering from PTSD, already in 2019, 15 first responders have committed suicide due to PTSD. That number, 159 last year. Now, just for comparison, in 2018, there were 150 first responders killed in the line of duty. Now, Joe and Kelly are hoping to get the word out.
You know, do I want to do something with my grief? You know, do I want to make a difference? And I absolutely signed up for that.
Kelly is part of the Code 9 project with its aim at providing education, support, and self-help tools to first responders and their families. But it hasn't been easy.
Feel the resistance from the first responders that don't really know whether they want the help yet or not.
All because of a stigma.
A stigma, yeah.
They're men's men, and it is hard for them to admit that they don't have the answers, that something's wrong, and to be able to go and ask for help, it is a huge thing. And then you also have in the first responder community the resistance still for when people do need help. They're afraid if they ask for it, then are they going to have a job?
Tara Clyer had no idea.
I didn't.
She's a Hebron Fire Department firefighter and paramedic. She's also battling PTSD. Her message starts with employers listening to their employees for PTSD warning signs.
We have to be willing to listen to what our people are saying and not look back on the tradition of the fire service and be like, you can't talk about it, you got to man up. No, times have changed.
Clyer says they've organized a seminar which will address the issues of PTSD in the workplace. They're hoping to get a conversation going because training is key.
We train physically, our brain needs to be trained too, and this is 100% something that needs to be trained on.
Jo misses her husband.
Oh, every day. Every day.
But she knows even in his death comes the opportunity to paint a new picture. One that just might save a life.
My husband's legacy. He called him his ducks when he trained him. He loved his ducks. He would lay down his life for these guys. So maybe that's what's happening.
you know, in the end, I want to see something good come from his love for the fire service.
And you heard that seminar that is taking place here at the Marriott Hotel just by the CVG Airport off Progress Drive. That is happening Friday from 9 a.m. until 3 p.m. The cost for that is $25, and we've been told anyone that is interested is welcome to come. For now, reporting live in Hebron, Jake Ryle, 9 on your side.
Jake, thank you. Such an important story. And if you watched that story and find yourself needing to speak to someone, we've put up several phone numbers here on the screen. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline at 1-800-273-TALK. You can also text the word BLUE to 741-741. We've put up more information for you in this story on WCPO.com.